The man chose the cabin because no one could hear him there. Miles of forest swallowed the narrow dirt road behind him, and when the engine cut off, the silence pressed in, thick, unnatural, as if the woods were listening. The cabin stood crooked beneath the trees, logs blackened with age, windows clouded like blind eyes. The first night, the darkness felt wrong. Not empty, occupied. He lay awake, staring at the ceiling, counting his breaths when he heard it. A soft knock, not at the door, from beneath the floorboards. 3 slow taps, then dragging, then breathing. Shallow, wet, patient. He held his breath, terror tightening his chest as the sound moved beneath him, circling the cabin like something searching for a weak spot. When it stopped, he waited. Minutes passed. Then a whisper seeped up through the cracks in the wood. "You left me here." His stomach twisted. He had never told anyone where he was going. The next day, he found handprints in the frost outside the cabin. They were pressed inward, as if someone had been trying to claw their way inside from the cold. The prints were too long. The fingers bent the wrong way. That night, the cabin began to remember him. The walls creaked with intention. Floorboards groaned beneath invisible weight. Something moved in the space between rooms. Too close, always just out of sight. Then came the footsteps above him. Slow, heavy, bare. There was no second floor. The footsteps stopped directly over his bed. The ceiling bowed downward, wood splitting as fingers pushed through, black and swollen, leaking something dark and foul. The voice returned, this time from his own mouth. "I wore you once." He tried to scream, but his jaw locked. His reflection in the window smiled when he didn't. The thing dropped from the ceiling, unfolding itself in the shape of a man who had already lived his life. Its skin hung loose, like it hadn't fit right the first time. It reached for him with hands that knew exactly where he'd break. By morning, the forest was quiet again. Smoke curled gently from the chimney, and deep beneath the cabin, something new learned how to breathe.